Hey everybody. Hey Chris. I text you like I said I'd call, but I text. Hey. You want to see Doggy? Well, Doggy isn't inside. Oh, cool. The neighbor kids. Get out. Caitlin just took Bandit for a really long walk, and Athena. So that's why Bandit's not with me. Like he wanted to, but they literally walked like a mile, so didn't want to overdo it. Today's wiener is Flip Flop. Flip Flop. Hey, Three Flying Doves, Lip Lock, Margaret, Laura Jean, Whistle. Hey, Jude. So, once I get home and stuff, we'll talk even more in depth about Sebastian. Hopefully, the wind's not too bad that it's going to affect how you guys can hear me. I'm trying to. Hey, Pam and Jen and Shannon, Robin. It's good. It's a nice day, but it's only like 50 degrees. 50. Hey, do you guys know about wild onions? Oh, gosh. I'm like obsessed with wild onions now that I figured out about them. I pick them wherever I see them now. Because I'm an onion weirdo. I love onions. And these ones are very mild. Reason why I was asking, I could show you guys when I see one. $40 degrees there. You're not supposed to eat them. Why not? Sure you can. Maybe you're thinking of different ones. Or different things. I'm learning all kinds of cool stuff that grows in the wild. I think these are some. Here we go. Here. For example, a little lesson. These right here. See how it's round? These are onions, I think. Let's see. Yep. I was trying to get the bulb out so you guys could see. Trying to wiggle it out. It looks like a real onion, but it's like green onion. Let me know if you see any more. I'm always on the lookout. Don't want to upset anybody by tearing up the grass. But makes your hands smell like onion. Here's some more right here. Right here. That's definitely onion. Well, really was trying to pull out the bulb part, but probably needs to grow a little bit more. More right here. Right here is onion. Right here. Those are kind of smaller ones. Right here. Here. A bunch of them right next to each other. And baked potatoes. Yeah. I have some in the fridge that I was saving. I've been obsessed ever since I figured it out. Or found it out. I'm going to see if I learned it from Fred, but I'm going to see if I could, I'm learning all kinds of like new herbs and stuff. I was looking for these white flowers. I know some people fry them up and eat them. I was trying to explain to him what I meant, but maybe I'll see some here on my walk. You get tons of onion flowers. I'm going to walk. This light turns really, really quickly usually, but it must Hey, September Virgo. So we were just talking about you too, and how I need to, right before I went live, I'll do that today. I'll look into that today. I was kind of waiting until I had more money because I was hoping I could just pay for it for you, you know? Because since you contributed the food and stuff, I was trying to wait till I had money to pay for the label for you completely. But I haven't even looked to see how much it's going to be yet. But it only takes a second. I promised to do that today though. I just forget mainly. Plus, I know I just don't have the extra money to pay for it right now, so I kind of just keep putting it off. Thank you, Chris. This coming Wednesday? Well, wait. Oh, let me get you at least the shipping label a lot cheaper. If you're able to pay for it, let me get it for you, and then you could just pay me back, or we'll split it or something. How about that? And then I'll show you the receipt of how much I paid for it, and we could do something like that. If you have PayPal or something and just wanted to pay for it, we could split it. I can pay for it in advance, email you the label and the receipt, and then you could just send me back like half of it or something. I just hate for you. It might not be as much as we think, but 68 pounds of stuff. What is it? Is it all canned stuff or something? I do have a website, empressziggy.com. I'm working on that. That's my next project. Once Summer Wells case is over, I'm moving completely to that. Yeah, September burger. That would probably, that, we'll split it, and it might only be about like $20 each or something, maybe 30. I can't see it being 100. I mean, 68 pounds, that is heavy. Oh, thank you, BS. She was trying to send a bunch of food to Fred and stuff, essentials, and she took it to UPS and thinking it was about 40 pounds. She had her son carry it. She got it there, or they got it there, and it was 68 pounds. And she thought it was going to be around $68 or something. And then it ended up being like, $160. So it's easy. It's much cheaper to purchase online and through websites like pirateship.com. You can see UPS, FedEx, and USPS prices all in one. And you just use your own box and tape the label on it. Pancake syrup. Oh, awesome. He loves, he's like a cook. Like, he loves to cook. He's like the house cook. So he cooks stuff from scratch. So he'll cook all that stuff. Pancake syrup he'll definitely be able to use, and snacks and cereal. Yeah, all that. It looks like round hollow stems and will bloom flowers that look like small irises. What's that, Yvonne? Is that the onion you're talking about? Want to buy something from you? A sweatshirt? Chris, you're sweet, but I just want you to save your money. I don't have many. I did have shirts and stuff. I don't know if you could still purchase them. I did have a website where Marlena Cantu, she designed the shirts and stuff, and they were really, really cute. I have a couple of them, and some people bought them. Like, some people have them, but we haven't sold. People, after about the first year, people stopped purchasing. People stopped purchasing. What's it called? Merch and stuff. So I just stopped selling it, really. But that was my fault. I kind of. See. Tuna fish, peanut butter. Oh, he likes peanut butter. He'd eat tuna too, I'm sure. Maybe, but if the guy's at the house when he eats anything. Oh, ground coffee. Yes, perfect. Oh, he was just eating walnuts yesterday. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Well, I promise you, don't. He was just asking about that before this live. He's like, we need to check on that label. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. I had already about to walk out the door, and I'd already set up this live. So let's see. I don't know. Camas. So I was been watching stuff about Sebastian, of course, and the step parents. Gummies covered with chili. You've got to be kidding me. Gross. Like I said, these are my new favorite things. The Funfetti Muddy Buddies. If you haven't had them, you should definitely try them. And no, this is not sponsored. I used to really love these ones. And then I tried the Funfetti ones and I was like, I don't know if I should get one. Let's see. What should I get, Caitlin? I'll get her some Chex Mix Zesty Taco to try. Oh, there's... What else will I get her as a snack? We have water at home, and I have Powerade. She said that Powerade is the cheap version of... is the knockoff version of Gatorade. So I guess Powerade is not good enough. Hey, Rumsey. Let's see what's this. Oh, she might like this. Or did she? Ooh, hot ghost pepper. I should get her these. She thinks she likes hot stuff so much. Haunted ghost pepper. We'll just ooh, this is free. This one's like hot. I'm gonna... She thinks she likes it. We're gonna get her this. This. My face is buffering. Well, I'll be out of here in a few. You're fine. Making you hungry.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, just busy.
Busy?
Yeah, just have a way live. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take care. Yeah.
See ya.
Yep.
Have a good day. That home... well, she's not really homeless. I don't know. She just has like some kind of special needs. I don't think she's homeless. She sits there every day. I think she helps the gas station. I think she works under the table for that gas station. From what, like, I think they give her products and stuff to do work there, like food, and from from what it looks like, because I've seen her go in there and like turn in these these ticket things for food. Looking for onions. I want to find a good one and show you guys. Oh, I see some, I think. Maybe. Yes, these are it. Here, let me show you. Oops. right here. These are a little bit more mature. Here we go. This one. I want the freaking bulb. This is in front of a church, so nobody cares. I'm a weirdo about these onions these days. When you get the bulb, there's a bulb in there. Like if you get it out, it looks exactly like onion. Like an onion bulb, you know? But most people, I guess, don't use that part anyways. So I just wanted to show you guys. I'll take them anyways. Let's see. Smells just like onions. If beef jerky is your weakness, you sound like my daughter. Oh, you haven't missed anything yet. I want to. This one's like the best. So there's a bunch right here, but it's needs to grow more. With ketchup. So is, from my understanding, what Chris isn't even, he's not even working. Is he working? But yet he's out of state. Why do they take off out of state when their son's missing? That doesn't even make sense. Everything is better with cheese. I love cheese. Well, I won't stop unless I see one that I was just really trying because I wanted you to see. I wanted to pull one out completely, but hey, Michelle. So he's not working, but yet they take off out of state. That really makes sense. Oh, to be with my husband. I left to be with my husband. Who cares about that freaking dude's? Who cares? Your son is missing. Shrimp beef fajitas, yes. Baked potatoes, whatever. Good. How are you? This. No, those aren't the white flowers I'm talking about. I still haven't seen the white flowers that. What are those white? I'm not dandelions. They kind of look like dandelions, I guess, except they're white and not as fluffy usually. Dandelions are a little bit. You guys remember this? Mama had a baby and its head popped off. Remember seeing that as a kid? Well, that one kind of came out. Daisies? You were going to call the cops. He used to work, but he's not working though. I thought he was off work. Isn't he off work or is he back to work? Mama had a baby and his head popped off. So happy it's warming up. It just makes things, puts everybody in better moods. Well, if he's working his if he's working his truck and car were both at the camp site yesterday, the camper is hooked up to the truck. Something about Mississippi not participating. So, but I'm sure they would extradite if he got charged with some kind with murder, right? I mean, there's exceptions to those things, right? I mean, it's not like they're not going to extradite for. I have heard of like this, not like extradition laws and stuff like that. But usually that applies to like lower felonies, like our misdemeanors, and not like murder. Or, I mean, maybe child neglect. Maybe he thinks, so if they just get charged with child neglect, they won't extradite them. My yard was mowed yesterday, so it's not good. There's not going to be any out here that I'm going to see. about to go in and I'm going to get on my computer and we'll discuss what everybody's been saying. Medicinal plant. What's that? What the hell? So I'm home just looking at for last bit of stragglers. One second. So Caitlin's eating this ghost pepper chip right now, and we'll have to see how this goes. What do you think? It's ghost pepper, so it'll probably pop up. Oh God, here she goes.
Ew! They taste disgusting. Ew!
Oh, here, I'll show you these guys. Look, I picked. This is one I picked. Here's one I picked the other day. Hold on, let me see. See how the bulb is there? It's like an onion, a little mini onion at the bottom. Another one, a couple more. Yeah. So, oh, let me put these. I got gummy worms. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything? Are you serious? Am I still froze? Okay, so am I back? Can you see me? Can you see me? Now I'm froze. Oh. Hold on. Mm. Hold on. Oh, shit. There's my onion. That's what they look like when you pull them out by the root. So it looks like a little onion, but like, yeah, like a chive type. I'm like,
It tastes weird.
is it burn your mouth?
After I drink one sip of water, it's gone.
Huh. All right, guys. Oh shit, where's that coming from? Why am I live playing? All right. I'm going to switch over here. Okay, so I think I did a pretty good. I switched over to my laptop now, and dang, I had my phone, this other phone, plugged in while I was at the gas station. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't see the donation. On Venmo. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I don't want to say your real name. Can I say your name or not? That was really nice. Thank you so much. I'll say Jackie, I guess. Who was it? Which one of y'all was it? Oh, that sounds good. Grace. Yeah, so I didn't see because my other phone was here. I didn't see when I got that donation, so I hope they didn't think I was ignoring them because it was 20 minutes ago. I looked and posted a message on the Ryan's attack on you. No, what did he do? Why did he attack you? Where did he attack you at? Help me, I'm on fire inside. Horrible hot flashes. The little rascals when Alfalfa ate the onions and his crew said, "You smell like onions." There are poisonous mushrooms that, let's see here. Searched, maybe I'll research that, see if anything new. Sebastian Rogers. I don't know. I don't think it's a very good sign that they have left the home. On your video of your cats? What? Why? What the heck? Hold on, let me go to your channel and see. What the fuck is wrong with him? Why did he do that? What the heck? Why did he say that? He said, why would Ryan put that? Do that? Oh shit. Whoa. I don't understand. What made him think that of you? Or why did he say that's the level of here? What the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Right here. What made him decide to... Why would he... What has happened in the past between you guys? What made him... Do you have a channel or something? I suggested he put together a puzzle. You wrote Hank Henry Heinrich, sunflower, the only rest in peace out of all the men I have loved, my dear, my boy. Aww. And then Ryan writes, yeah, this is about the level of mental capacity that I expected from you. And you said, get the F off my dearly departed cat's tribute video. Hank is more man than you could ever be. Yo, weeniest of plights. I know what is going on in Tennessee. Many law enforcement were seen at Warriors Park. Are you serious? Where are you hearing that at? Is a robbery 2 masked men? So you just said something like he should stick to putting together puzzles, and he found your page and like literally. Okay, 1 second. Scan our food. You mean at Walmart? The Walmart? Oh, right here. Warriors Park. Any idea why there are 15 different cop cars, undercover agents, local police, people in military gear, and with diving gear looking over the side of Warriors Pass State Park Bridge right now? What? Hold on, let me switch over to that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And this was 2 hours ago. Can you please? Yeah, sure. I'll put the link in my account in the, yeah. I should have shared it anyway. Sorry about that. What, right? You know, he's putting out advice for people on why he doesn't fire back at these people, but yet here he is, like, actively, like, going to people's videos and. Mm-hmm. I guess it had to do with Holly. This was a response to something involving my missing foster daughter, Holly Holland Snap. It turned out to be a false alarm. If you want to know more about her, I have a group, Hope for Holland. Holland. We're diligently praying for news in Layla Santinello and Summer Wells cases, as well as many others. This was a great and much appreciated effort by Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, as well as those helping us. Thank you for your efforts. Okay. Okay, so what I was going to do, so now that we know that that was to do with Holland and it's a false alarm, let's go to Sebastian Rogers. Here. News reporter Nancy Gracie have left their home amid the search for 15-year-old, and here's why. And this is what we read the other day. And this was something from Katie and Seth DeVoris, but it was only from her account. There wasn't any proof except pictures that it could have been anybody. Yeah, why did he fall? Why did he go? I don't understand. You should have told him to go stir Jason's poop. Hey, Juno. That's what I thought too, but guess not. Hey, Jen. So this says, okay, this was March 19th, so this has been a while. So lifetime in a case like this, a day is 24 hours, an hour, a minute when a child's missing is a long time. So this is right here. Seth's, okay, Sebastian Rogers, his dad's mom. So Sebastian Rogers' grandmother on his dad's side, Robin Rogers. She posts March 19th that I first and foremost want to thank everybody for their prayers, and especially to those who have put boots on the ground looking for my grandson. I see a lot of people thinking that things have been manipulated and feeling sorry for the mother and stepdad. The biggest manipulator of information in this whole scenario is Chris Proudfoot. He accuses YouTubers of manipulating info. Well, he's the biggest spinner of all. He thinks there's three sides to every truth. No, there's not three sides to every truth. There's three sides to every story, but only one side to the truth. I'm so frustrated and so angry. I spoke to my grandson at least 2 times a month and many times in between. He told me a lot of things that I'm sure Chris Proudfoot does not want me to put out there. I have not spoken to TBI at this point. However, I think this will change this week if info is not provided that brings my grandson home. He should have already done that. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the whole truth needs to be put out there. When you tell the truth, the whole truth, stories don't change, timeline don't change, facts come out. If you want to feel sorry or sad or bad for someone, think about Sebastian's father, Seth. Sebastian is his whole life, his reason for being. And maybe you should look into Katie's background and her family and her history of making and manipulating people to do her bidding. I think you'll find some interesting facts will come out. For now, please just keep Sebastian's name and face out there. Please help find my grandson. His dad is beside himself and needs some closure. You almost peed yourself and she spilled when she stirred the poop soup. All right, let's continue. Oh, they turned off the commenting. Dang it. I want to see the comments on that. That's the most interesting part. That's where you get the most information in comments. Does anybody recognize this man? It says his name is Mark. I'm adding this to say he has been following searchers. This is a guy that was doing this. I just watched, he posted a summer, he's a paranormal guy who has that channel. I saw him today. He did a Summer Wells video today. I know who this guy is. He just posted something. Here, I'll show if people are, hold on. Is that really a mystery? I just saw this dude in a video. Hold on. History. Let me go to the history and what I've watched. Because No, what was that? Sebastian Rogers. Posted it today. Dang, where'd it go? It was like something. Oh, no. It was Summer Wells. Summer Wells. That's why it wasn't right here. I think it was this one. Video. Nope. I'll show you guys here in a second once I get to it. Right here. Right here. Here he is right here. If you guys want to know the mystery of who this guy is, he's right here. That's this guy that was right in this video.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Isn't that him? Hold on, let me see.
I haven't had cell phone service.
Is that him?
No,
that's not the same guy, is it?
Whatsoever.
I can't.
My first thought is how. So let's think about.
That's not if he's following. That's
aspects of the case. They're saying that the parents had something to do with the abduction. The lack of cell service.
Maybe that's not the same guy.
Makes me kind of wonder how they could arrange that.
Times.
Okay.
It's often an indicator of essentially a dog man coming through a portal.
It's not the same guy, I guess.
There's not really a clearer way to say it, but this is reported like this. Holy shit. Hang on a second. Whoa.
Yeah, this did do
something.
Dude did a video today on Summer Wells, a paranormal video.
And I see a Bigfoot. Hold on a second.
There's warriors.
Hang on a second.
He looked, yeah, that guy's a different guy, I think.
I'm gonna switch to thermal a minute.
Yeah.
And we are walking up. I just saw.
Hey, you singing this?
Wait, where's the dish?
There ain't one.
You're telling me you can...
Okay, so he wouldn't have been near where they were searching for Sebastian.
So we are looking at her property now.
For sale.
Okay, so that's the house.
For sale.
On top of the hill. There's a creek.
What's being sold?
We are looking at her property now.
He goes by Black Mass Paranormal. He has almost 50,000 subscribers. And he posted a video. I thought it was earlier today, but it's 2 days ago. And here's his. I'll share his link if you want to. I was just thinking that the dude that they were posting on that article looked like him, but I was wrong. So Black Mass Paranormal. I thought it looked like a lot like him. I hadn't heard of him either. I'm not even sure. Huh. I wonder if those are the. Where is that from? Those puppies wanted to.
In areas like this, these are all somebody's dogs. They're going to be roaming this area for a reason.
Are those?
Go on.
Those look like the dog. I wonder if that's the dogs that were down over at. So when Fred went to his place, like when was it? Like a few weeks ago, there was puppy pit bull type dogs that were in one of the buildings.
Go on.
I think those ones are too big to be the same.
This is the land across the street.
Because these were little. Anyways, we'll go back to. Kind of looks like him, but not the same dude. And I don't think he's driving. Yeah, that's not the same guy. So says his name is Mark. Today is the 32nd day in the search for Sebastian. 1-800 TBI find. What is this? Says, hold on. Says, nobody can convince me this is normal. There's a truck there at 3 a.m. You can hear it running, hear the door open, see the lights come on. My husband's Silverado lights come on when a door is open. Even the headlights are turned off. You can see flashlight moving in the drainage ditch moving towards the truck. Please note the date in their security system is wrong. This was filmed February 26th around 3:10 a.m. Arrow pointing the white truck and camera owner's driveway that can be easily seen in the video. I don't know what this is that we're looking at, though. Hold on. What are we looking at? Some kind of surveillance. Justin's sending me cute monkey videos. Let me see what you're saying. You guys are saying. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm really good at math. Mm-hmm. Yep. You too, Juno. They did lose all rights. He said so in a comment himself that somebody, I mean, Don said it, but you know, coming from Don, who knows what the truth is. The parents that chased him. I kind of watched, yeah. Okay. Having to do with the Indian friend. That's cool. Good for her. Nothing against you. I don't mean that rude, but I'll check out that JLR video here in a second. Here, let me pull it up. Which one was it where he was followed? There's so many of them. I thought the thumbnail on it had a picture of the grandma, like in the truck looking at, or car looking at him. Gosh, he has a ridiculous, crazy amount of videos.
It's good to see everybody jumping in the chat room. I'll give y'all a bag. He's 9 years old, and he's in a very wooded area with lakes, ponds.
I'm sorry, but this guy is absolutely repulsive. He plays victim and is hostile to the very people who care about his missing stepson. He lashes out for anything he perceives as disrespect. Then he takes credit for what other people have done, like obviously doing nothing to actually look for Sebastian. I guess they're just too busy taking joyrides on their motorcycles to search for their child or attend his vigils. So much ick. So Chris responds, "Hi, ma'am. Let me help you with assumptions. You do realize that when you assume, you only make a fool of yourself." No, that's not true. Because that's not true. No, that's not the saying. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me. I'm not asking you when to kiss my ass, as you stated above. I'm not rude. I am very brash and direct. I don't believe in dancing around people's feelings. I believe in honesty and truthfulness, no matter how ugly it is. My question for you is, what have you done to help my wife, family, Sumner County, and myself find our son? What do you mean? You forgot his father in there. To give you an idea of what we have all have done, I have, is it not out there? To give you an idea of what all we have done, I have signs that stretch all across the state and even into connecting states. Flyers posted everywhere. We travel while searching, billboards across the state, flyers in other states, and to include Canada as well. Oh, so you traveled all the way to Canada? We have talked to media and currently work with every law enforcement agency. If you have credible, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so 100% a narcissist. Yep, he does. He does kind of sound like a narcissist. Yeah, I'm sure he personally went to Canada to hang some posters. Exactly. And then here we go. Here's this one. It says, I think he told all you haters off pretty tastefully. Fake account, probably. Okay. Amazingly, it's not. I don't believe anything anyone unless I can actually see them. I have friends that I could have hack into your account right now. It happens all the time. Oh, yeah. So it's not possible someone hacked into his account to make him look bad? God. Wow. No, it's obvious I have half a brain. No, you don't. You have that. I mean, wow. Who is this person? View profile. Washington. I'm confused. Look at this. I go on that person's Facebook page. Okay. And you know how Chris Proudfoot is his name. It's the stepdad's name. Then I go down here. It says Larry's Bigfoot Pub and Eatery. Larry's Bigfoot Pub and Eatery. It says something of St. Jude's Hospital. That's Washington, so that's not close to. Anyways, never mind. Let's go back to. Hey, it's the weekend. Right? Saints rock it all. You haters off pretty tastefully. Yeah, you haters. 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 Oh, you haters. You just wish that you had a missing child. What the heck? That's not even a normal. That's like Dawn saying haters. Like, that doesn't even make sense for a missing child. Were his glasses found? Please hear me out. I don't think Sebastian will ever be found. Why? Because there's so many inconsistencies with the story. People are quick to choose sides. Even I was beginning to think the Proudfoots were totally guilty. Now I'm having a change in my thoughts. I believe one of the parents knows exactly what happened. That may be Seth, the mom, or the stepdad. One of these people know if Sebastian is alive or dead. I'm moving more towards that he is alive and he's with people that he knows. I do not think he's in Tennessee. He's far from here. I believe the abuse he suffered was so great that someone helped him escape. The question is who? Who got him away? Is this possible? You betcha it is. I think we can all agree CP was not a great parent figure for him. But I don't think the dad's going to make him or help him like to get away. And Caitlin, will you shut the door? Hold on, guys. I just think it's I don't know. I don't really agree with this person only because he was going to his dad's. Like he could have just been sent to his dad's. So that I don't know. I just don't think so. I heard families that Chris family might have them. That's what I kind of wonder if something. I've kind of wondered, but I don't know what to think. March 19th. So this is a theory. Katie did some of Sebastian says he was moving in full time with his biologic father at the end of the school year. Also, has everyone watched JLR and all the posts that Christopher Proudfoot has posted in the last 24 hours on multiple groups? He is. Let's look up Christopher Proudfoot. We'll open that up as a separate page, but I'm going to go to post. Is there any way Sebastian could have left wearing a pair of your shoes? I know it's a silly question, but my 10-year-old grandson was watching the Nancy Grace interview and asked if he could be wearing your shoes. They have up and left their home. So what happened to keeping, what did that say? Happened to keeping the door open for him to walk back through. No one is home. This is Christopher Proudfoot's sister, says Sebastian's aunt through marriage. When Sebastian went missing, she changed her profile and cover photo to him, and I looked back, and it was the first time I saw that she had ever posted him in any way on her page. Now, 5 days ago, she changed her profile and cover back. Seems strange to do that while he's still missing. That side of the family a week ago has pretty much quit posting and sharing about him. Once again, abnormal behavior. I thought it was odd that he would comment on Nick Barris' live, but has otherwise been mostly quiet. That's March 11th. What is a hard question you want to ask? Oh, him and his hard questions. Included in my last post. If you care anything about my son, quit referring to Christopher Proudfoot as Sebastian's dad, father, or parent. Trust me, he's none of any of those. Every time I heard him refer to such, it made my skin crawl and breaks my son's heart. Aww. So let me see here what you guys are saying. Left you a message about Ryan and Jen. They were looking for Summer and others at Warriors. About Ryan and I mean, the scratches are very telling. Jackie, are you the one that donated the Venmo? If so, thank you so much. Let's go back to seeing that one. Is this here? Let's watch this, I guess. Because I have to pee, so I need a break. Hold on. Let me. Okay.
With both dogs.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going,
Heard about this young man here. Been up in the Hendersonville, Tennessee area, Mississippi area, Memphis area, Jackson, Tennessee area, and areas all in between the last week. Bringing awareness to this young man. This young man needs to be found. There needs to be a resolution here. Authorities are working around the clock. We're talking about Sumner County Sheriffs. We're talking about TBI. According to Chris Proudfoot, other agencies in other states have worked on this case, which is very interesting. Well, we do know that they did a search warrant at a landfill in Kentucky in reference to related to that dumpster area right by the Proudfoot's house. Wondering if authorities are searching around the Yogi Bear campground. There was a lot
One
of chatter
second, guys. I'm gonna.
Proudfoots have fled their home and are staying at this campground just south of Memphis, Horn Lake area.
Wasn't you, Jackie?
Of Tennessee or Mississippi. What's going on with that? But the Proudfoots actually went on television today. They went on television. But I want to tell you something. This is interesting too, and I'm trying to get this person on. But a bartender waitress, bartender from Alabama has reached out to me and gave me a scoop on Proudfoot when Proudfoot was working down in Alabama at one point. Proudfoot used to, Christopher Proudfoot used to go to Texas Roadhouse to go eat while he was working, while he was down there at the job, while his wife was in Tennessee.
Jackie Marie, thank you so much.
It's a lot of people
Jackie
in the chat.
Marie that sent the
we are keeping
Venmo.
Sebastian's name out there. I am in Georgia right now, en route to Florida.
Sweet.
I am not participating in any searches whatsoever conducted by the United Cajun Navy. One thing I want to say to everybody is, if you decide to search, or if you want to search, or if you want to make a difference out there, do not under any circumstances give your personal information to anyone. Anybody that asks you to sign something or provide your ID or provide your email address or anything, do not, I repeat, do not give your personal information to anyone. You do
He's
not
funny
want
with
to
all
get
his media
your name
gear
on someone's list. You'll get all types of spamming and solicitations for donations and bamboozled and redirected to different places. You don't want to give your personal information to anyone. Proudfoots talked on Fox and Friends this morning. Proudfoots talked to Fox and Friends this morning. And if you notice, looks like Katie is at one location and Christopher is at another location. They're trying to do serious damage control here. They know the tables have turned on them. They have they're in a corner here. No support whatsoever. No friends and associates of Proudfoot that I'm told that are backing him. Pretty much the only people that are backing the Proudfoots at this point are Chris Proudfoot's parents. Doesn't seem like anyone openly wants anything to do with the Proudfoots right now. You know what's interesting too, folks? We don't talk about Katie Proudfoot's mom. We don't talk about Katie Proudfoot's side of the family at all. And they haven't come out. Her father has a Facebook account, doesn't have his photo on there, Mr. Payne. And, he's trying to find his grandson, he says, but no public support for Katie Proudfoot. Wonder why? Well, Katie Proudfoot's own mom is in big trouble with the law herself in Virginia. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Extensive history of all types of
that's why
crimes.
That's exactly why the grandmother on the other side wanted people to look into Katie's background, because she knew once people started looking into her background that they were going to find some interesting things. He does definitely JLR does get around, that's for sure. Yeah, I wonder why we don't have any of her family defending her, backing her. I mean, has any of her family came forward and tried to defend her? Let's continue to see what he says here.
It's kind of scary. If Sebastian was ever around Katie Proudfoot's mother, it would be yikes. But I want to show you something. I'm spilling the tea. Look, this is the thumbnail of this video. We are spilling the tea. I want to share with you some correspondence I had with a bartender / waitress from Alabama. And this person, I will not reveal their name, and you can, maybe look into this more yourself. Maybe this person is not telling the truth, but I find this person pretty credible in my eyes. I'm vetting it around. Says, just have some inside information. I'm a bartender at Texas Roadhouse in Alabama. For months, Chris was on a crane job site near Pelham, Alabama. He came into the restaurant several times a week, ordering the same thing. Sat at the bar. He never drank alcohol. Sweet tea, filet, steak, rare. She's actually getting into specifics. Wanted his steak so rare it had to be cold. Claimed to have a disorder that he wasn't that didn't allow his body to digest meat unless it was raw.
Ew.
You guys know anything about that? Can Chris Proudfoot eat meat? And does it have to be raw? He never would provide his name, and when asked for a name for his tab, he would always give random cartoon names like Mickey, Daffy, Goofy. Now, I thought this was kind of fake, but then I'm reading into this, and it actually makes sense. Eventually, we labeled him as Scooby, and that's what he was known as moving forward. Chris spoke of his daughter in New Mexico that he may get to see twice a year, along with a custody battle. There was a death in the family at some point around October or November. The mother had an illness, something serious. I think maybe a brain tumor. There were multiple conversations ongoing and a lot of insight to his personal life, but never a mention of his wife or stepson. None of us had any idea he was married. This man pursued me in a dating matter. Had I been interested, he would have gone that route. I texted him since seeing his face on the news and called him out on keeping his family a secret. He claims that they were separated at the time and doing much better now. What was the wedge in the marriage if there was an actual separation? What did it take to fix that marriage? Now, I believe this person. I'm going to try to get this person on. This is
interesting. Looks like that was more so a post. What he was reading was a post off in a group. Was somebody? I don't think. Let me see here.
This is somebody has sent something. So can someone, if anyone knows the Proudfoots, and I know a lot of people, he didn't take a polygraph. Well, he says he didn't take a polygraph, which is interesting. If anyone knows anybody, folks, that knows the Chris Proudfoot, was he ever working in Pelham, Alabama as a crane operator? Now, it seems like Chris worked these different job sites, like, you know, whatever contracts. I don't know what company he works for, but he was doing a crane operation job in Memphis, coincidentally staying right near there, might go back to that crane job. And then was working at Vanderbilt for a little bit, you know, took some assignments there. But the question is, if he was out and about alone, far away at these job sites, calling himself, or, you know,
our guys,
they're calling him Scooby. We're like Scooby-Doo investigators and trying to investigate this case. We want to get some insight about Chris, but when he's out on the road.
Wow.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this.
Away from kids.
That's really strange. So what? I wonder why he was so secretive. I wonder if that waitress that worked there knew his real name. So she had his phone number, so she must have entertained it, right? She must have gave him her number. Right? Don't want it mooing at you. Hey, Trina. Chris sounds like a weird guy. I think he had a lot of indiscretions. You know, a lot of what I mean is a lot of I don't know. At first, I thought maybe they were swingers together, like they did because of his I saw on his Facebook there's something about, let me see, let me look him up again. He's in a dating like for like some kind of random encounters or something. He is posting on his Facebooks. Oh my God. He's currently posting on Facebook. Hold on, we're gonna go over to Chris's Facebook here in a few.
Katie. Serious. If he's out on the road away from Katie, has he ever tried to hook up with other chicks behind Katie's back?
Oh, yeah.
Because it seems like this waitress says that Chris didn't say anything about his wife or his stepson. And I'm starting to think a minute. You know, Chris, been in multiple marriages. He's been in multiple marriages. One right now in New Mexico does not want their child around Chris Proudfoot. There's no pictures of Chris Proudfoot at all with Sebastian.
Have his ex-wife came out and talked? Has anybody talked to his ex-wife? Nina? Is his friends show public? Ew. Oh my God, this dude's a pervert. I'm sitting here looking through the pages. We're going to go over this here in a second.
I'm just wondering, folks, if Proudfoot Chris was away from that house from the beginning of February all the way up to when Sebastian was reported missing by Chris, who called the sheriff's office while he was on three-way with Katie. I'm just wondering if Chris, even though he's out there working, but I wonder what the relationship was like at the time. Do you think they possibly were separated and there was a friction between both of them?
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to patch things up, or Chris was like, I'm not coming back home there until this situation or this is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be what's going on here with this?
But then
like, I'm not coming back.
But see, the thing is with that is like, why did he was going to live with his father? So that's what doesn't make sense to me. Why not let Sebastian go to his father's? It had to be something about money. I thought Katie moved to Tennessee to be with Chris, and Seth moved to be closer to his son. Well, I know Seth moved to be closer to his son, but did she move to be? He would still be visiting and he didn't want his daughter around him. Why didn't he want his daughter around him? I know, I'm sure they do get a check from, but I heard it was $1,000. I mean, with that, gosh, is that $1,000 a month is enough to freaking want your son to disappear so that I just don't get it though. That doesn't even make sense either. I don't understand. There has to be. More like, has anybody spoke to the daughter's mother? His dad did have an insurance policy on him, but that's his dad. His dad doesn't have, I mean, I guess the insurance policy would be a motive, but his dad wasn't anywhere in the area, was he? I thought Katie started getting disability checks a few months ago, $1,300. She would be losing that money. Personal space, that could be why he didn't like them around the daughter. Hey, Giselle. Is his dad actually a cop? Or I heard he was in law enforcement, but I didn't know exactly what he does in law enforcement. If he's a corrections officer or police officer, what? Sebastian does have a condition where he has water in his brain, and if he had any type of hit to the head, it could kill him instantly. So it could possibly be something with that. Did somebody lose their temper? He's a CO at the prison. But the insurance, that's the father though. That's not the stepdad that has the insurance. Yeah, I did hear. That's right. We need to pull up that live. He was on the lab. Was it the After Dark or? Yeah, the dad ended up over at the labs last night. I'm not gonna do it now. I just want to get to the spot. Oh.
Until you do something with Sebastian. I say this because it does not seem, based off me being on boots on the ground, based off what you guys put out there, based off what's all in the Facebook groups, based off the relationship that we've heard, the description of Chris out of his own mouth, the belt incident, it doesn't seem like Chris and Sebastian loved each other at all. Doesn't seem like Chris wanted anything to do with Sebastian. Mom's going out on doing all these fun things with Sebastian the day before he reported missing. Some people are talking about Letitia Stouch. She did something similar, right? Giving a kid their last meal, giving their kid their last fun day. Because that's another thing too. Does Katie, while Chris is far away, does Katie normally take Sebastian out and do all these activities like she did on Sunday, the day before he went missing? Does Katie go and take this kid and give him the fun of his life, going out to eat, going to buy snacks?
So what state is it that that Chris's daughter lives in with the stepmom. That must be his daughter right there.
Going to a bowling alley,
New Mexico?
recreation, hanging out with cousins and everything like that, and like a good old time. Like she almost like tired him to death with all the activities. Big breakfasts in the morning. Does she normally do that? Or was she trying to do a Letitia Stotch type playbook here? Give the kid the last fun day of his life. Janine says it's all speculation. Absolutely. This is all speculation. This is all speculation to try to get insight of who these people are, because they portray themselves as certain things. But I see a lot of more nefarious, bad things behind the scene. Chris Proudfoot has clearly told all of us lies. Clearly. Why are they on Fox and Friends? Actually, I got the link here. By the way, we have a Facebook group. We are on this case. We're going to every meticulous detail. We have connections, folks, with neighbors, community members, people that know the Proudfoots personally, and we get the goods. We get different scoops. We get insight on who they are. We get an idea where they're at. People know where they're at and are watching the moves because, you know, there is some speculation that Sebastian's alive and he's been being hid somewhere. And they had a plan here. And they don't know what to do with this plan. There's a lot of theories with this situation. But join this Facebook group right here. We got a great group. We're growing. We're almost at 10,000 members almost every minute.
When the Powerball Saturday, new tires, but one
speculation, thoughts. Anyone can say things, and we are on this case. We are on this case.
Her name is Faith.
We're covering this. Let's see what.
But she's only like 7. I was just wanting to talk to the mother. Has anybody tried reaching out to the mother of his daughter? Like, that's somebody to really talk to. Surely people have tried reaching out to her, right? Or yeah. Hey, that girl. I hope this wonderful child shows up and hugs his dad. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Exactly, that girl. Guilty or not, the choices of parents and the environment the child lived in is why we are here. How much the dad got on the GoFundMe with her GoFundMe? Oh, they're in the middle of a custody battle. That's true, too. I don't think that's would hurt things, though, if she spoke out, really. I don't know. It is weird. It is like, oh, let's go have a bunch of fun before on your last day, it's going to make up. Let me just have these memories with you one last time, or let me make myself feel better for what's about to happen. Seth's sister started GoFundMe for Seth, and Chris was pissed. Chris was mad because he wasn't getting the money. If anyone get her talk, it's probably you, Ziggy. I know. I need to know her last name, though. I know her first name. And I know that she... Gosh, I don't want to know if I want to get involved in another case, like, in depth like that. It's so stressful, especially when you're dealing with a child. Let me see here. Nina. Daughter is Faith. Yeah, it makes no sense. Oh. Is there a case search? I don't know. Does New Mexico have something like that? Not all states have something like that. Tennessee doesn't. Hold on. Ooh, I think so. They do. Hold on. One second. Let me just... I don't see... There he is. Oh, I found it. Yep, I found her. You're so... Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Made my life a little bit easier there. Hold on. Just looking for a piece of paper here. Something right on here. Albuquerque. Let me look into this. I wonder if their court cases... We're going to have to go through this here in a second. Interesting. Right? You panic, you search, you plea. Let's see their daughter's names. Daughter is Faith. And then what was it that somebody sent me? Yep, that's exactly what I was looking at. Hair curlers and crime. Whoa. So, yeah, filing a certificate of parenting skills and high conflict behavior skill courses. Completion. Oh, Chris had to complete a high conflict behavioral skill training and also a 0 to 18 parenting skills class. Wow. He has obviously some kind of anger issues. Yeah. No, I know some of it's standard, but they're not going to make him do high conflict, like anger management type stuff. Just for a standard divorce, I don't feel like, anyways.
Here.
This autistic teen gone for more than a month now, growing more frantic. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since he left
This
his
is today.
bedroom barefoot with a flashlight. Joining us now, Sebastian's parents, Katie and Chris Proudfoot. Katie and Chris, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. So, Ms. Proudfoot.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free, so he was happy to
Where
read the.
is that?
You got in the bed, you heard some noises in there, you told him to knock it off, you got up the next morning, and you haven't seen him since. Where do you think your son is right now?
Honestly, we don't know where he is. Up to now, we haven't found any substantial evidence to locate where he's been or where he went. That's why we're pleading for help for anyone out there that might know something or see something that could help us find him.
Ms. Proudfoot, was Sebastian a runner? Did he have a history of running away from school or running away from home anytime before?
No, he didn't have a history of running.
Mr. Proudfoot, you're about, I think, 3 hours away. And then you got the call about what happened and you made your way home.
Why the hell are they not together right now? What the type games are they playing? I thought that they were together in Mississippi. Now they want to act like they're separated? See the blinds? Why? They were just... I think that they're pretending not to be together or something. Oh, you're 3 hours away. Now all of a sudden you're, what? Now all of a sudden I thought you went there to be with your husband, you said.
You've agreed to a polygraph. You haven't been ruled as a suspect. What do you make of some of the criticism of some people online, some critics saying that they think that you're involved?
It's their personal opinion. It's sad that people have resulted to this kind of rhetoric and verbiage and harassment, but at the end of the day, it's their opinion. But the truth will come out, and then when it does, everybody will finally have their answers.
Everybody will, when the truth comes out, everybody will have their answers. Oh, I don't know that case. What the heck? Everybody will have their answers. That doesn't sound like a verbiage and harassment, but at the end of the...
And verbiage and harassment, but at the end of the day, it's their opinion, but the truth will come out, and then when it does, everybody will finally have their answers.
Ms. Proudfoot, did your son Sebastian have any friends that you think, did he have a cell phone? Had he made any type of contact?
Not that we know of.
Ms. Proudfoot, you did decide to leave the home and you went to go see your husband, which I said is about 3 hours away. And some people have said that, you have an autistic son who's missing. Why would you leave the home? Can you give us some insight on why?
There are a few reasons. We are posting flyers every direction we can, but at the same time, there were quite a bit of people that were, sending some very threatening and hateful messages to us. They're following us. They're driving past our house all hours of day and night, disturbing the neighborhood. And the neighborhood is very upset, concerned, and people are worried about their safety at this point. So one of the reasons that I did that is in the hopes that if we left for a couple of days, that it might calm that down and give our neighbors a little bit of reprieve as well.
A quick follow, Mrs. Proudfoot. His biological father has said that he doesn't believe that he would have been barefoot.
They would not, you guys, you're not going to think about that when your child's missing. You're not going to think, oh, I'm worried about the neighbors and how they feel. And are we disturbing them? What? If they're disturbing the neighbors, it gets me, and if it's bothering the neighbors to that point, it makes me feel like the neighbors are mad at them because they feel like they know what happened to Sebastian. A Donna Candace with money. Well, I don't know about that. I hear it sounds like I don't know how they pay for everything that, I mean, he's a truck driver. I mean, I know that they make decent money, and she's just a installation technician. What, maybe makes what, $15 an hour or something? I don't know. In Tennessee, they live in a 7. Ouch! Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hit my freaking ankle I had it up I just hit it like the side of it real hard. Ouch. Anyways. Oh, is he a crane operator? I still think that that's still way beyond his means. I still think $100K a year is still not enough to pay. I mean, she might make a little bit on top of that, but I don't know. From what I hear, no matter how much they make or what they do, it sounds like they're in really, really bad debt, and that could be a motivating factor for something. Tower crane is $32.81 an hour. $1 million in debt? $1 million in debt. Yeah, I did hear that too. You're right. Yeah, there wasn't life insurance mentioned, but the father has life insurance, but I think it's just, I don't know the details of the life insurance, when he got it, where he got it, if it's like through his work or whatever. Seth said last night that they don't do child support, so they weren't going to have to pay that when he moved. September Verg. What info? Right, Elizabeth? Like Gerber Life thing. No, we still don't have Summer Wells hasn't been presumed or declared deceased.
But because of a traumatic experience that he had stepping in a pile of ants. But you think he left barefoot? Why are you so confident that he didn't have any shoes on or anything like that?
Because all of
All
his
of the shoes
shoes.
have been accounted for. As far as now, all of our shoes have been accounted for, mine and my wife's at this point. So, I mean, there is no other answer.
He interrupted her.
As to what he would have been wearing at this point.
Thank y'all so much for joining us on the program. Our number one concern is to get Sebastian home back to y'all. We're going to put the number up for anyone that has any information.
TBI fine.
If you've seen Sebastian, call 1-800-TBI. That's the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. TBI find. We'll put up the timeline. If you are in any of these areas, we hope that you'll reach out to the number. Katie and Chris.
Well, we're going to go over to the lab. And
in Atlantan times, we knew that everything was mine.
This guy's on the news. It's a star. Oh, there he is. Let me take John Wayne off of the.
so this is the lab.
What's up, man? Another day. Tired, wore out.
I think.
This was last night. And this is the link to it.
So,
I'd like to answer the question that was asked. I'd like to start it off with that to begin with. My son never told me that stuff. My son never told me what was going on in that house. If he had told me what was going on in that house, he never would have left mine, period.
Who asked the question?
Miss Black.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did she actually retire from the how much time did she do in the Navy though? That matters too. I mean, did she actually you have to do like what 17 or 20 years of service in order to get a check, isn't it? Or 17 years of service to get a check? Is that true, vet girl? Vet girl, do you know if she would get a check and she doesn't need retirement benefits? Oh, okay. I just knew that because of, see, that I had a friend, well, who was in the Navy, and he did 17 years service and or some I think it was at 14 or 17 and for some reason he couldn't get the last level, or I don't understand how it works in certain time in order to I don't freaking get it. Disability and retirement. Or is she on disability? He works at the jail here.
I mean, people are just.
If I had known that my son was being abused mentally, physically, socially, no. He would have been in my house last year. And I just enrolled him in a different program.
Yeah. 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 I don't think there's always somebody that's going to say something, but I don't think that people, I know that it never once crossed my mind to think like, why is he letting him in this in this situation, and because he didn't. I mean, it just I never thought that one time. So I'm sorry that somebody asked that. That was not cool to. No.
Is that don't take offense to it. It just makes me hurt a little bit more because my son didn't tell me.
Sure. So I mean, so this is probably just a lot for you. This is a lot for you to digest, and I know that you found out some things probably in the last 48 hours that haven't been easy to digest. I'm sure, but the focus remains the same. Right?
Chris was in the military.
Find my son.
Find your son. Yeah. And are there going to be some volunteers coming out tomorrow?
Hope so.
Yeah. Where are you guys? I mean, like, where do you get your? I'm just wondering, where do you get your tips and stuff from, or is it just places that maybe? How do you kind of come up with the locations?
I've got people on the internet. People send a lot of things to my sister, to my mom, to other people that are helping me on some of these Facebook pages. And they come into me. I go through them all. And it's before when it was just me, it was like, well, I know what I'm doing today. I'm going to check out this place. Then I'm going to check out this place.
Yeah, because I think that, I mean, besides the actual searching itself, kind of just coming up with a place to search has to be difficult.
Probably like
in and of itself. I mean, you want to search wherever you can search, but.
And does he communicate? Like, how well does he communicate? Does anybody know like how well Sebastian communicates? Like, is he able? Well, he did tell his teacher about something about being hit with a belt. Anytime there's a CPS case, they have to notify the father. So was there ever a CPS case taken out against them? Because the father would have been they have to always. You know how I know this? Because when they came up, when Benny and Jenna and them thought it would be funny to call CPS and say that my daughter snuck out to give oral sex to a 21-year-old man, they came here, CPS, with the police, and they asked about, they said, like, if there was a case open, they'd have to contact the biological father. I said, I didn't put him on the birth certificate, so I don't even know who he is. I don't want them freaking contacting him. But they're legally required to do that. So I kind of wonder if there was ever a CPS case. Oh, this one, yeah, that time it was like the most recent time when that happened. Why did he specifically say Sebastian would have been with him last year? Why only last year? He says he communicates very well. Yeah, I know. I remember. I'm pretty sure, guys, that CPS is required to contact both biological parents of the child when there's a CPS case opened. So I hope to God nobody I hope because that's gonna. I don't know. If that's true, then it just makes me wonder if there was really a case open, because if so, they would have notified Seth. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it didn't become a case, an actual case. Like maybe it didn't. Maybe they just came out on a complaint and then didn't end up opening a case about it or something. Their agreement was in California. If she received full guardianship and he had visitation, no notifications unless investigation open. CBS doesn't communicate state by state. Maybe. Remember, you're talking about Tennessee, a lot of incompetence. Yeah, Seth seems to be doing
without any concrete leads, it is kind of difficult.
Because I don't get the leads from that TBI and them get.
Right.
You know, I tell people, if you have leads, tell TBI. They can go search them. My sister, she gets leads from people. She sends them to me. I send them to TBI.
Right.
Same point in time, I turn around and tell TBI, I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here.
It sounds like that you're very. I have a sister that I'm very close with as well. It seems like that your sister's really, really, really there for you.
She's a bully.
Is she your only sister?
Yeah, she is.
Do you have brothers?
Nope.
So it's just you two.
Yes.
And is she older than you?
Yes.
It's just like me and my sister, dude. Just like that.
She's somewhere between 40 and 52, but older than me.
My sister's somewhere between 40 and 50 as well, but older than me for sure. That's funny. Yeah, my sister's a bully too, but she still thinks she can tell me what to do. And she still does, and I still listen to it. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's like Chris calling up or Chris telling me that I need to curb my sister or he's going to step on her toes. It was like, good luck.
When did he say that?
When he found out she started the GoFundMe.
Oh my God.
What business is that of his?
Oh, it isn't. And he's right. We had an agreement that I wouldn't start a GoFundMe and him and Katie wouldn't start a GoFundMe.
Why was it? Can you tell me why you guys had that agreement?
Something about not making money off of Sebastian's disappearance.
Wow.
Didn't want people to think that, him disappearing was people trying to make money. And my sister asked me about the GoFundMe. I was like, I don't care. Just don't include my son in on it. Because I'm not trying to get anything from my son missing. I am trying to find my son. And she was like, okay. I don't have social media, so I didn't even know how a GoFundMe works.
And so he called you and said,
No, I was in the house.
What is this GoFundMe look like? I don't know if that was probably a good idea. Let me see. But, what can you do now? Oh, his name's not, last name's not Proudfoot. His last name's Eek, guys. I don't think this is a good idea. Or was a good idea. Hold on, we'll go back to that. Let me show you. Finding Sebastian, they're at 15,000, but maybe it will help him during the time he's spending. I can understand that. Like, hold on, let me wait on my opinion of this. Finding Sebastian Rogers family support says, hello, my name is Sarah Swink. I'm the aunt of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and the sister of Seth Rogers. As many of you know, my nephew Sebastian has been missing since the early hours of the morning on Monday, February 26th. Since Monday morning, my brother has been out of work as he continues his heartbreaking journey to find his son. With that said, I would like to reach out to see if we can pull together to help him a little financially. Unfortunately, the bills not go away in situations like this. Any little bit would help to take the stress off of him. I would like to thank you in advance for your donations, to your prayers, and continued search and fight to bring Sebastian home safely. Okay. Yeah, I do understand that. He has to be able to still pay his bills. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I don't know. Because it makes you look like you're benefiting, exactly like what he just said. It makes it look like you're benefiting off of your son, you know, but anyways, let's listen.
Oh, he said that to you face to face.
Yeah. I mean, it was his prerogative.
Well, I mean, I disagree, but if that's how you feel, good for you. I mean, I don't know.
People do stuff that you want them to do. We have free will.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
it's like I told Jonathan, I don't care who comes and helps me search for my son, as long as you're helping me search for my son.
Sure.
You know, I know that Jonathan has a past. I'm in law enforcement. You know, I'm around murderers, rapists every day. And I hope that they change. They may not get a chance to go back and out into society because their sentence is long, but I'm not there to punish them. I'm there to make sure they're abiding by policy. I'm there to make sure that they stay safe too. Jail's not a safe place. I don't
Right.
judge them for what they've done. They've already been judged. That's why they're there.
Well, there is no doubt that like, these shows, these podcasts can garner a lot of attention for the right reasons, the wrong reasons, but and can get people, you know.
Yeah, he is out there searching and stuff. And that's true. He does have to take off work to be out there doing it. I do understand that. And who knows how long it's going to take, you know. 18, they have it for 18,000. That might seem kind of high, but we don't know how long he's going to be missing for. It's now a month, you know. And let me see. It was created, though, just a couple days after he went missing.
your son's face out all over the world. There's no question about that. And that people with platforms, you know, I mean, we all have a responsibility. There's no doubt about it. I think that people do genuinely want to help, and sometimes people butt heads. I mean, this is a high stress situation, no question about it.
I think he did share his
especially for
Snapchat.
you,
I
the
don't know.
family, the searchers. I mean, it's a very, very high stress situation, and so I'm not here to bag on anybody, but yeah, I think people just want to help. I think for the most part, people are pretty genuine, when they want to help, and I mean, anybody that shows up seems that way. I don't know. I can't tell people's intentions. I've always had a problem with that. Is trying to, so I don't even really bother with that, other than just letting.
No, Wanda Life, I'm not throwing his past in his face. All right. I told him to himself that his past doesn't matter to me.
Sure. Right.
I would never throw somebody's past in their face. Unless you stab me, then I might throw that in your face.
Sure.
Stab.
Yeah. Understandable.
I'd be upset about that too.
Yeah, that might hurt.
Yeah. Sure. I understand.
And I wasn't there when he was booted off the property. I wasn't there when Dolly was there. I knew Dolly was coming down. I wanted to actually meet him. But I wasn't even informed of that stuff had happened until afterwards.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You got enough to worry about.
They take half of it, Proud Mama? That's crazy.
You got enough to worry about.
Are you sure? I don't think GoFundMe takes any of it. I seriously don't think GoFundMe takes half of it. They used to go by donations, and if they take any of it, I think it's very little. Do you guys know? Ask Justin, some money situations going on. What are you guys saying that the numbers are changing? Like how many in my end it says 419. Kika is out there really seeing like he's trying, not trying, of course trying, but it really seems like he's like heartbroken and it's sad. Really is. He can't hardly talk about it without crying. And I don't understand why that's not happening with the mother. And Seth he's just, he tries his best to keep his composure and be nice to the mother and the stepdad. Even, I don't know. He's respectful, but you could tell in his voice that he is suspicious of them. %40. That's what YouTube takes when you donate. But GoFundMe, sounds more like what Carrie says. From what I looked up, it does take 2.9% plus 30 cents per donation. They used to run off of just purely donations, I thought. Right, HGC? But I don't think it's that high. I really don't. I would look into that. I really doubt that GoFundMe takes up 40%. Let me see. GoFundMe. Yeah, 2.9%. So it shows here how much of it, a 2.9% payment processing fee on each donation, along with 30 cents for every donation. That means if a campaign raised $1,000 through 10 donations of 100, GoFundMe would collect about $32. So about $32 per every 1,000. Donor contributions to GoFundMe are optional. Seth's mother thinks Katie had nothing to do with him missing if it was really her in another chat. Oh, really? Well, the mother or the grandmother that I saw, the grandmother, I did see that grandmother speaking, and she seems to think that Chris is causing the most confusion and problems. It seems like she has a real distaste for Chris. Glad you mathed that. So yeah, I don't math. No, I was reading it on a website, but that's about 2.9%. That's $29 per 1,000. But then you add those 30 cents for per 1,000. That's $3. So yeah, that's 32. All you have to do is take off a zero, and then so 2.9% of 100, that's $2.90. Add another zero for 1,000, that's $29. Then the 30 cents per transaction, 30 times, if you do 30 cents times 100, that's $3 or 30 cents per 100. 30 cents times 1,000. $3. Not 1,000, $30. Anyways, let's continue.
Focus on the searches and the finding your son,
That's right. It's 30 cents per transaction. That's why I was like, what the hell? If it was 10 transactions of 100, then that's $3. God, I was like, what the heck? Where the heck did they come up with that? But you can see it wasn't easy for him yet. He's pushing through. It's just heartbreaking to see. I know, when he's crying. Have you seen Ryan's latest post? Oh God, no. I don't have Trevor's number, Vet Girl. Me and Trevor have never really talked. I mean, I have a messenger. What do you mean about Ryan's latest post? See, I had sent underwater camera footage to TBI yesterday, and today's Sullivan County detectives want to immediately meet with me there and check out the area with divers after seeing the footage. Oh, God. I don't know.
And that's not really for you to, I don't think that's really for you to square away. I mean, unless that's something you wanted to do, but you don't need that extra stress.
You know, my only thing about some of this stuff is that if you're gonna help search, it's like it's really hard to cook an omelet with a phone in your hand.
Sure.
You know, I know how hard it is right now with my shoulder fucked up. I'm sorry. Can I even cuss on here?
You can.
Cool. My shoulder's fucked up, and it's hard enough for me to drive, do half the things that I was doing. So yeah, you know, kind of fucking sucks.
Thank you to the
So you've had a shoulder injury before?
Thank you to the anonymous PayPal. They said you have overcome so much. That's really nice. I really appreciate that so much, and thank you so much. That was a message. Really nice.
No, this is kind of new.
Hey, Yorkshire.
And is that from search? That's from being out there and searching.
Got a knot about yay big in the back underneath my shoulder blade, and it's just I need to increase the amount of water I'm drinking and not drink so much coffee, which is blasphemy. But
Do you drink what kind of coffee? You drink black coffee?
Yeah.
You ever drink it iced?
No.
As soon as that came halfway out of my mouth, I was like, this guy's gonna call me a fruit here in a second. I like iced coffee. I can't help it. I'm not.
Brown.
I know. That was a dumb question.
So words like the coffee is cold in my coffee cup.
Do you like iced coffee? No. Don't ever say anything like that to me again.
I don't even drink ice in my sweet tea.
Oh wow.
It dilutes.
What if it's not cold?
Then it's warm tea, and I should be drinking coffee.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Party back in 1776 for that shit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't sweet tea then, but it was on its way at least. So so these things, obviously the last couple days have been tough. Going forward, I mean, is there searches planned? You have searches planned what, like Thursday and Friday?
There's supposed to be searches planned every day.
Every day. Okay.
Every day until we find my son.
Oh.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's and meeting at this basically the same place every day?
Yes, sir.
And then you guys just kind of go from there. But you're not advertising where you're searching because you want a kind of a contained search. Is that the reason for the organization?
They're not telling me where they're searching. Because now that they have come in, from my understanding, they really didn't want me out there to begin with. Which is policy. I mean, it's policy for me not to be out there. I'm emotionally attached to the case.
Mm.
You know, they're worried. Law enforcement is worried that I'll fuck up a scene. That I find my son, and but I know what my job duties are. You know, I know what they are, but at the same point in time, my son's out there. He's probably cold, probably hungry, lost, doesn't know where the hell he's at. I need to fucking find him. It's I'm not torn between my profession and the fact that I'm a dad. I know what policy is. I know the correct procedures and stuff like that. But what do you think my son's going to do if he sees me after 30 days of not seeing me, being out there on the streets, not knowing where he's at? He's going to run to me, and it would break my fucking heart to tell him not to touch me.
Yeah, look, man, I completely understand. That makes sense why they wouldn't want parents of missing children on the scene just in case something like that happens. I remember in the JonBenet Ramsey case, I'm not getting into who did what but
Remember that case? I guess that really makes me fucking old.
It makes me old too, but
but I'm older than you.
a little bit, not a lot.
Hey, earlier you're like, oh yeah, I'm way younger than him.
No, I said you're younger than me.
Oh, but I'm not. I'm older than you.
I just thought you were younger than me because I was like, it seems that I'm getting to the point where like everybody that I meet now, I'm older than.
Yes.
Josh only like what is Josh like 30, 35 years old or something? Is he serious right now? I know Josh can't be over 35. Pray he's not the one to find him. I pray he's found, but God, please don't let it be by Seth. Well, unless time is not a gift. If evidence disappears with time and how a human body reacts, I have read. Yeah, amazing dad. Oh, he's 38. He still hasn't hit 40. I don't want to hear it. Why would he want to run away? Too many rules. Have you watched this stepdad yet, Wist? That's why you want. I mean, that stepdad seems really hard on him, and I don't think the stepdad has had. I don't know. He's been around for 6-7 years, but. There's a dispatch call. Hold on.
It does get that way. Like, Trevor, what are you, 22, Trevor?
Yeah.
Like, people be like, oh, yeah, that's a kid. It's like, it's not really a kid, though. Like, 22 is not a kid. But to me, I mean.
When I'm his age, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking and I'm like, how old are you? And you hear the two come out of his mouth, and you're like, man, you're still wet behind the ears.
Well, that may be true. There's no question about that. But everybody, you get tired of hearing that, though, right, Trevor? Be honest.
Yeah. I'd like to interrupt for a moment.
Please do.
Nicole B, there actually is. There is a reward fund set up, and I can get it for you. I've got it somewhere in my text messages, and I will share it to Trevor.
I think I've got it somewhere.
Eve?
Do you?
I believe so. Let me dig for it real quick.
Because it is an attorney actually in Nashville, and if you don't donate to it, it's not really you donate to it. He prefers checks. You go in, you give him a receipt. You go in, you give him the money, he gives you a receipt, and then he puts it into an escrow account. Right now it's at $3,500. But unfortunately, particular family decided to tell people not to donate, because we had people that wanted to donate, $1,000, $2,000 to the reward, and they told them not to donate. I've already called. I spoke to the attorney. He told me the process, and so there is an actual fund already set up.
Okay.
Josh, do you mind if I share my screen for a second? I've got it all pulled up.
No, go ahead.
As long as we don't have to see the John Wayne, we're good.
For the record, I didn't pull that up.
The John.
Checks must be mailed to or dropped off to James Brian Lewis, 1300 Division Street, Suite 307, Nashville, Tennessee. All will be held in a donation account or escrow account.
So this is the reward fund. To add to the reward fund, Sebastian Rogers checks must be mailed or dropped off to reward fund for Sebastian Rogers, James Brian Lewis, 1300 Division Street, Suite 307, Nashville, Tennessee, 37203. All donations will be held in an escrow account. So there's the answer to that. Very cool. I am surprised that it hasn't been promoted a little bit more, but there's a lot of there's just a lot going on.
I'm curious to find out if it's normal for the mother to take Sebastian on all kinds of, like, is that a normal thing for them to do, to go do all those activities and stuff like that they did that Sunday? Wear your belt or I'll beat you seems a little bit overboard to me. Yeah. The mom fell asleep on the phone. FYI, there is physical activity recorded on phones. Wonder why she said she fell asleep. No movement in line tied. So you think it was from somebody named Eve? True Crime with Eve? I was looking and I don't. Oh, she does have some kind of dispatch on there. Hold on, let's see.
Do we have an estimated time of start for the search process?
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
Great, thank you.
Oh, so this is probably off the podcast.
1008 Stafford Court, 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville. Caller advised this morning they woke up and their 15-year-old male was not in the bed. Medium white male, 30 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. Female does have a form of autism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked at this time.
10-4 now.
37. I asked the call taker to ask if the juvenile has a phone. Great. Central to 68. I am Mrs. Fire Call.
It is.
Central to 47-180, 412. Juvenile left his son at the house. The mother is driving around looking for him in the Victoria Place subdivision, and she is driving a baby blue Infiniti.
I'm in the area. Check long haul out. Just same way. You can take me off the assist fire. I'll be en route to the missing juvenile.
Next, pick track back up, going into the construction site over here, back towards the beach.
One behind you. It's awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? You shouldn't have any shoes on.
Dang it, this is all dry, hard packed. I do have some footprints over here.
Right there where you're standing?
Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining pond.
No shoes, just footprints?
My shoes, Max went straight into the pond. Max led me straight to the retaining pond. Over behind Willow Boulevard, he dove right into the water.
Yeah, do you see any prints around it?
There was a few footprints in some of the softer dirt, headed straight this way on the track that he was running.
1247, what kind of shoe does he wear? Size 10. 12 to any units that are going to be assisting with 1008. Please come to 1008 Stafford Court now, please. Do we have an estimated time of start for the search process?
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
Great, thank you. 12 to any units that are going to be assisting with 1008. Please come to 1008 Stafford Court now, please.
Oh, go ahead.
We have any history of this address?
That is, yeah, they did say something about the tracks walking away from. I think that they just assumed that he would have been walking, like, I don't know. The video you showed earlier of the white truck was kind of scary. Where was that? Tell me more about that, Wits. What do you mean? What time did the bus pick Sebastian up in the morning?
I am not showing any history in the cab with this address.
Rice, where'd y'all start? Start at the beginning of Kelly Lane 1000. We're going to work our way north up Kelly Lane. You want to take one side of the road, we'll take the other since y'all started there. That's fine. I'll get these two houses right here, and we'll take the right side.
We log a neighborhood Facebook page. Post was made 1023. Check. No motion on camera.
Central East unit on Stafford. We've had an additional caller call in that lives in the same area, stating she saw someone that made the description on Huggins Branch, male with sandy blonde hair, with a bag wrapped around his head. She also stated he had on a reflective jacket approximately 2 hours ago.
12-2-16. Do you have somebody that can respond to that? 10-4. I was out with that subject last night. Blonde with a reflective jacket. He's in his 20s. You know, if anybody checked this one little bend straight across from the retention pond, that's a camera. Off the parents from over, just on out of he owns a light purple hoodie with Homer Simpson on it.
10-4. Anybody that does a residence, can I ask the parents?
Mom doesn't advise that she can recall one. 10-6. 12 Central.
12, go ahead.
Can we make sure that this has been rolled out to Hendersonville and Galveston? Also, they were at Striking Square last night, just bowling at some games. Can you have a unit go there and just go around and make sure that he hasn't returned there? Make sure he didn't want to continue his day.
10%. 10%.
47 to command.
47.
1011 and 1015 have ring cameras, but didn't pick up anything.
Yep.
517, Hendersonville is with me. 1006, no contact. 1008, made contact. Haven't seen anything. 1010, contact. They hadn't seen anything either, nothing on ring doorbell.
So so they're checking it sounds like they're contacting all the neighbors and asking them if they had seen anybody by that description. Yeah, they went door to door. Let me see here. She said she went to wake him up at 6 a.m. if Buffs comes at 6 a.m. Maybe autistic. Why is that? Why is that, guys? About autistic children being drawn to water. We'll go back to that video and re-listen after we go over all the audio here that she has. Sure, Chris, you can hang out up here. If you want to just chill up here, you can say hi to everybody and everything if you'd like. They searched the pond, I presume. Yeah. They even drained it. But I heard it was only like, what did he say? It only went up to like a few feet or something. Yeah, he could swim good. That decreases significantly after they get to be their teens, though. That mostly just little and water. Knee deep. Okay. Well, divers deployed. Let me see what this is. TBI deputies hold meeting with Sebastian's Roger's biological parents. Rogers, he's 15. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Where did you get that? Can you send me the link to that article that you just... I can't find it. It's a person that just emailed me. WSM, is that WSMV? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. I found it. We're going to read that here in a second. Never mind.
47 of them out.
47.
1023 and 1024 both have ring cameras over telephone.
10-4. Command the units on Stafford. I'm going to the command post. If you say anything, I'll be out of pocket for just a few seconds. Command the units on Stafford. I'm going to the command post. If you say anything, I'll be out of pocket for just a few seconds.
1012 Killing Lane through 1020. All checked. 1012 let me go through the entire house.
All right.
The lady at 10 runs the neighborhood Facebook page, and she's updating it to request people to look in their crawl spaces and hidden areas.
10-4.
$68 fine.
Go ahead.
Hey, on at 1017 Killing Lane, did y'all happen to check the crawl space?
I will have to check my list, but if it wasn't locked from the outside, it was checked. 1018 Stafford. They are reviewing their camera footage right now.
10-4. Are you guys giving them numbers to call if they find anything?
Several. Check the cameras.
184, your low volume. They got cameras checked.
April 1018. They checked the cameras. No contact.
10-4.
464.
Go ahead.
Going to walk through road of the cemetery. Just to the west is Beach Hospital. Going to walk through road of the cemetery. Just to the west is Beach Hospital.
10-4.
And I'll be out at St. John Missionary. 85. Check wall. Hold foot. Check wall. Hold foot. Interfield 517 to command.
517, go ahead.
Your assignment, all units. 12 all units. When you're done with your assignment, please come back to 1008 Stafford.
68 command.
Go ahead, 68.
1026. 1024 check. Nothing on ring cameras.
10-4.
16 command.
16.
Happy Hollow and Hogan's Branch checked. No contact.
Correct.
Dive operations have started at Willow Bend Drive.
10-4.
St. John Baptist is clear all the way along. And the dumpsters and both truth buses have been cleared also. They're making here.
10-4. Are you going back to Stafford Court?
still on search, but general area. 1026, Kellen Lane, no contact. 1028, make contact, nothing on their cameras. And 1030, contact, nothing on their cameras, and nothing in the treehouse behind the house. 10-4. On houses. 68 command, all houses on Kellen Lane have been checked. 10-4, direct, all houses on Kellen.
I didn't hear law enforcement say anything about a scent. I heard Chris and Katie say something about a scent to a retention pond. But just what what proof is there out there that you've seen that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers returned home with the mother on the night, Sunday night? What proof is there? You've seen surveillance? Has someone come forward like a neighbor and said, I, in fact, saw Katie and Sebastian?
Let's check and see what JLR is talking about.
Have you seen anything?
Hey, Stephanie.
Have you heard it from authorities out their mouth? Have you heard it out of the authorities' mouth?
Is Chris Powell here? I don't think so.
After eating, I haven't.
He'd probably be over at JLR's or
so
something.
The only one we're supposed to believe thus far, with the lack of information, is Katie's version, and Katie has clearly lied. So what do we do? Do we just assume that Sebastian made it home and that chain of events happened? Or have we all been bamboozled? Did the neighbors say they saw him? I haven't heard anyone say that. I heard people say they heard things third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand, sixth hand. I haven't seen any surveillance where someone said, hey, I'm a witness. I saw Sebastian take out the trash after returning. I didn't see that. I didn't see anything. There's no proof. I've talked to the neighbors, folks. Multiple neighbors. I'm cool with multiple.
I wonder, could they have gone out and done all that stuff? He's making kind of a good point. Could they have gone out? Could she have gone out and done all this stuff with him and then dropped him off somewhere? Like, did she take him somewhere and leave him somewhere for, I kind of wondered, kind of wondered if he was at a friend's, but like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem likely to me. That would get somebody in a lot of trouble. Who would do that? Who would hold on to a child, for a friend just because it's the child's interfering with their marriage or whatever? I don't think somebody would put themselves in that predicament. An AI for teachers that will generate jokes. The best eye rolls. She parks her car in the garage. Hey, Selena. I'm second guess now. I could have sworn he was on camera when taking the garbage out. I wish he was hidden by the likelihood of that. I did do tarot on him, and I felt like he was at a friend's, but gosh, now I don't know. Now I don't know. I feel like definitely, I was definitely getting that the mother knew something. Definitely. And I also felt the stepdad, but definitely the mother. But, I mean, I think that would be kind of obvious, though. Was the garage accessible from inside the home? Probably, right? He's live. Here we go. Let's see, what was the other?
Multiple neighbors of them. They're my eyes. While they were there, did they have Seth and Katie in the same room together? That would be interesting, right? Seth has been out there, I've personally seen almost every single day. Looking. Thank you, Truth and Transparency. Thank you for your consistent work ethic, JLR. Please consider sharing Richard Allen's fundraiser for a fair trial with expert funding. I know you care about the fairness, even if you think Allen is guilty. I know you care about rights. Thank you, Truth. And we do talk about Richard Allen and the Delphi case. There's apparently some sort of he has to.
So is Truth and Transparency thinking that Richard Allen is innocent? Huh. Some people this is what Luminous has been getting me to play, wanting me to play this, so I still haven't played all the audio from Broadcastify from Eve. There was still one video left, like a couple minute video with True Crime with Eve. He's put in the car and taken out in the morning when she went looking. The irony of JLR talking about someone following him while he follows everyone. I just can't. HCC, Truth and Transparency is a nut job. Well, she came out and about, she came out in the community as far as, or became, people knew her from the Summer Wells case, or I'm sorry, no, the Chris Watts case. I remember her first coming out, and from that case, that was, and then that whole thing with she was harassing that one woman from that channel, Unmasked, like left her channel because of that whole thing, like with Truth and Transparency. Okay, Chris, I'm not sure if I'll be up here for much longer because I've been live for over 3 hours. But if I'm still live, you definitely can. And if for some reason get off here, then you can definitely come up next time. You know that. Lana is bonkers. Yeah.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates back in Florida, back at the JLR Command Center here in the wonderful state of Florida, covering the Sebastian Rogers case.
I didn't mean to do that.
Covering the Sebastian Rogers case. I'm going to share a clip with all of you of a very strange encounter.
Yeah, Chris, I see
we had in the neighborhood of Katie and Christopher Proudfoot, the same neighborhood where the Proudfoots claim Sebastian Rogers went missing. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was reported missing during the early morning hours of February 26, 2024. It's still a mystery. It's been over a month now. He has still not been found. We've been canvassing the neighborhood, looking around the area for Sebastian. We had an encounter the other day, going past the Proudfoot's home, and there was a strange car in the driveway that was pulling out. And then this car chased me around the neighborhood and was stalking my movements. Until I actually drove up and the car went around me and an individual got out and started taking pictures of me and my license plate. I'm going to show you this encounter and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
He's going by again. Well, he's stalking. He's going back to stalk the house again. a showdown. They're both doing it. It's not just them. It's him too. Jill. Dude. Oh my God.
Where's Sebastian? Do you know? Good afternoon. JLR Investigates. We're out here covering the case of missing Sebastian. Do you know where Sebastian is? Hello, sir. I know that you just came out of the Proudfoot's home. Do you know where Sebastian is?
Oh man.
Car chasing me, and I'm on a public road. So we'll see. We'll see.
It wasn't. Kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. JLR is.
So what in the world's going on here?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't
Well,
know.
my sources tell me those two individuals in the vehicle, one was a female driving, another was a man that got out. Those are Christopher Proudfoot's parents. What were they doing at the house? Considering, ladies and gentlemen, that the Proudfoots have more or less claimed they fled their home while Sebastian is missing. What are they doing there? Well, that encounter, ladies and gentlemen, we reported it to the TBI because anything that you see suspicious, you should report to the TBI. If you see something, say something. And it was definitely odd that the parents were there when the Proudfoots were not. Were they instructed to go there
God.
by the Proudfoots, who I believe are prime suspects in the disappearance of Sebastian? Were they there on their own initiative? Were they there looking for the Proudfoots and couldn't find, Christopher and Katie and couldn't find them? Very strange, but other people also claim
You can text me, Chris.
Individuals in that vehicle has also chased them around the neighborhood and followed them. You can almost say stalked them. It's weird stuff going on in reference to the Proudfoots and their behavior. Are the parents of Christopher Proudfoot in support of Katie and Christopher?
Hey guys.
Looks like they are. Now, we haven't heard much, ladies and gentlemen, on Katie's side of the family. Katie's side of the family, no one really knows anything about. They haven't spoke out in defense of Katie at all. My sources told me that Katie, her mom, and people on her side of the family in Virginia have been in big, big trouble with the law. Lots of criminal charges, some very...
In their defense, I'm sure JLR was going, because you could tell he goes back by once, then he goes back by again. I'm sure he was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? So they're just wondering who's stalking them, probably. But it is curious, I'm curious to know, like, what they're doing there. Supposedly the mom's back. Why'd the mom come back? Did she come back just because she got so much shit from people or what? Yeah, here's the link, Chris. But you can text me in a little bit if I get off here, okay? You could just text me. I might not want to be on the phone right away when I get off here, but you can text me for sure. I used to lose my voice from talking so much on my lives and talking to people and then being on the phone right after. Oh man, it was crazy back in the early days of Summer Wells. It was insane. It was insane. He has a history with the law too. That's true.
Very egregious charges. We're going to do another report on that aspect of the case and why the Katie side of the family, the Payne side of the family, are not publicly supporting Katie. Who's supporting the Proudfoots out there? Does anyone out there feel like the Proudfoots are not involved with the disappearance of Sebastian? Because it seems like 99.9% of the internet feel they are. What's your take? We are covering this case at all angles extensively. I'll be monitoring the situation, and if anything new develops or breaks, I will share with all of you. Boots on the ground there, and I was able to establish connections with people like the neighbors of the Proudfoots, who I communicate with, former associates of the Proudfoots, who I communicate with.
Okay. So let's go back to this real quick from True Crime with Eve. Okay, so she had one more camera footage theory. I don't know what this is, but let's see. There's Chris.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
gonna
how are you?
I'm gonna text you when you get off if you don't mind.
Yes, sounds good.
I'm still not doing well.
Okay, well, text me then, okay? We'll text when I get off here. You can hang out up here if you'd like.
I just wanted to say I hope you're having a good day, Ziggy. And everyone in chat.
People want you to cheer. Wait, they want you to cheer up too, Chris.
You are my family and I care about you.
Oh, well, you're our family. Thank you
How
for
was
coming
your
up here.
walk?
Oh, it was good. It was pretty nice. How's the weather where you're at?
It's 71 in Oklahoma.
Wow. Wow.
And sunny.
Yeah, it's nice here, but it's only like 50 degrees, 50, 55. So you definitely have you win in the weather department today. That's for sure.
I'm gonna put myself on mute for a minute and get my dogs some food.
Okay, we're going to watch this while you do that. All right, guys, let's check this out here. See what Eve's saying here, because
the original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
Wait, what is this?
Need a car? Well, good news. Book one with convenient delivery on Turo. And guess what?
Bouncing things off of each other's, right? So I want to make that clear. Let's say, for instance, Chris was home.
I thought he was just like
in my opinion, I believe that Chris wasn't supposed to be there because they had just opened up a CPS case the end of January.
So he just started 10 minutes ago. Sebastian Rogers meet with TBI. Wow. So let's all go over to Justin's. Hey, Chris, I'm going to get off here, okay? But you could text me. Let's go over to Justin since he just went live because I want to hear about this anyway. So Justin, or it's Clutch Them Pearls.
Who is Justin?
Justin, he's up on the screen.
Got ya.
He probably would love you to come there too. Eventually, he'd probably he might not let you on panel right now because there's a lot of people in his chat, but yeah, do a Justin raid, guys. I put the link in the chat, Chris, too, if you wanted to go. That's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in the chat, but you could text me too. I could also text you the link to this.
Do you mind texting me the link? I might join you there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I will. Sure will.
Well, I love you, Ziggy, and I love everyone else in Sam. Sorry I'm still not doing well. It's been hard. I've been crying a lot today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that. What's going on?
It's all right. Well, I will see you over at Justin, Ziggy.
Okay.
Hope you have a good
All
day.
right. You too. I sent you the link. All right, guys, go over to Justin's. I want to see this, so I'm going to go there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, and thank you to the few people that had donated. I really appreciate it so much. So I'll probably listen in. Talk to you guys later.